Morning. Yep. There we go. What you doing, Lou? My dear little dog woke me up about 4 o'clock. I don't know why I had to go out, I guess, but then I couldn't go back to sleep. I thought, the hell with it, I'll just get up. Another day in paradise. Monday. Anything on the agenda today? Hey, good morning, Reverend Dreams. How are you, brother? It's good to see you today. I hope you're well. I better get me a Red Bull, hadn't I? Oh, man. At least it's a little warmer. I mean, I forgot to look what the temperature was this morning. Let's see here. Oh, wow. It's a whopping 18 degrees. That ain't too bad. And it could be better, but that means the ice I was on this weekend's still in pretty good shape. So I may go out and go fishing again now that I learned a few things. But I sure appreciate it. And I need it. I appreciate that a lot. There's a lot going on right now. I got to work with the Social Security people on mom getting some of dad's Social Security. It actually looks like she's going to get about $50 of his Social Security. I don't under, you know what? I don't even care no more. The government's just, I mean, it's so horrible. Our government is. I don't even care no more. It used to bother me a lot. I'd get mad and everything, and I'm over it. There's nothing you can do. They're just horrible human beings. Not all of them, most of them. They you know, I don't know. And like, I'm sure other people have seen Social Security a raise this year. Like, not super big, but a little bit's better than nothing. And then what they do, they raise the price of Medicaid because they take your Medicaid payment out of your Social Security before you get it. You know what I mean? I'm like, really? So you give them a raise and then you raise the cost of the Medicaid. Okay. And then whose life is that a good idea? Nobody I know. But it's what it is, man. Pick your battles, my brother used to say. What saying? I got to, in fact, that's what I got to do today. I got to go to the VA in Marion and update my financial stuff. That way, my deductible will go away because I haven't made any money the last 2 years taking care of Pop, and I won't have any deductible anymore for my medical stuff at the VA. To see if they won't uh, backdate that because I'm going to give them my income from 23, which is a little bit more than 24. But I mean, I think in all of 23, I didn't work much. Dad was starting to get bad. I think I might have made $8,000 or $9,000 if I was lucky. And I tried to look. There's no way to really go online and find out. There was no, I couldn't find any way to go online and find out how much oh, what do you call it? How much money my 1099s were, or how many 1099s, whatever, were sent to the IRS, because mine need to match what they have, but I don't know how many they got, so I don't know. Oh wow, kid poured candle wax down the drain. Oh yeah, that's a bad idea. Hmm. Future. I didn't know she had a political future. I suppose she does. I don't know. Maybe. How about go back to the hell you came from? Uh, I'm just reading goofy headlines right now, guys. It's early. What do you mean you don't get medical? Are you a veteran with a honorable discharge? If you are, you get medical. You may not get disability. I don't get any disability, but everyone who was honorably discharged gets. As long as you got your DD 214, I still have my the original paper DD 214 from 1987. Because they emphasized, and this was before computers naturally, but they emphasized really hard, you know, go home, make copies house, and put the original up where you'll never lose it. Because back then, if you needed to get a new one, you had to send snail mail to the Department of Veterans Affairs and stuff, and it would probably take 8 months to a year to get a copy. Where now you can probably get one online. I don't know. I haven't tried because I got mine. Mine's getting a little old and faded though, but it's still mine. Here's a really good hack. Store baked bean cans or most canned foods upside down to make it easier to pour them out without scraping the bottom when you open them. And that actually makes perfect sense, doesn't it? And there's no reason you shouldn't get medical coverage. I've got it for, I don't know, about 2000, I guess, because I didn't never think about it before I become self-employed. So I never even worried about it, and now I'm self-employed. I, uh, dun, dun, dun. But when I became self-employed, I needed medical coverage, and someone said, "Dude, you're a veteran. Go to the VA." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I never thought about that." I just went to the VA hospital in Indianapolis and signed up and said, "Here you go, enjoy." Oh yeah, any veteran that's honorably discharged gets medical coverage unless you've done something that will negate the fact. But if you're honorably discharged with a DD 214, you get medical coverage on, unless you know what I mean, unless there's an extraordinary circumstance or something that I don't know about. Just walked into the VA hospital and to the information thing and said, "Hey, where do I go to sign up for VA coverage?" And they sent me to the place, and bam, I was in. I actually got seen that day, but the VA hospital in Indianapolis is pretty big. How long Woodson's going to last and coach it? I don't think he's going to last that long. I actually broke down and started a Facebook yesterday. Checking some stuff. What did I say the temperature was? I don't remember now. It'd be nice to go out and little bluegill fishing. And we caught 8 the other day. It wasn't there very long. And I'd been so long since I'd been fishing, ice fishing. It took me forever to remember how to do it. If they had the conference championships today, didn't they? And I mean in the NFL. I don't watch it, so I don't know. Well, I know show technique. Oh, now the show technically started at 5 o'clock. Good morning, everybody. The show's 5:03. Been on for 4 minutes, actually. My preacher had a pretty good sermon yesterday. I watched it online. I didn't get to go to church, but yeah, he had a really good one. Now we're back. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm going to learn how to do these early mornings one of these days. Okay, I better get me Red Bull. I'll be back, everybody. Oh, so you guys stay right there. You're fine, Till. I'm just going to get a Red Bull. You don't have to move, honey. You're fine. Stay right there. I'll step over you. See, just like that. Oh, shoot. Could be a leave day the way that knee feels getting up this morning. Goodness gracious, that hurts a lot. You ready to eat yet, my son? Say, you ready for breakfast? Come on, get you some breakfast. You coming? Come on, little guy. Come on, I'll get you some breakfast. Are you ready? I'm not going to be in here very often. You want some breakfast, yes or no? Okay, I'll get you some. Do you want to eat or not? Come on, let's go eat. You don't want to eat yet, huh? Okay. It's okay, but I'm giving you some pets back. That's all right. How's that better? Oh, it's stretched. Well, I'm going to knock everything off the counter, Goopy. Hold on. There we go. Good boy. Yeah, Kit Kat. There we go. You want your breakfast now? Not yet. Okay, I'll tell you what to do. I'll put some in the dish and put it up here. You can get it on the stove so the dogs don't need to fight your weight. How's that stuff? Like a plant stand? Got you, man. I got you. Stay there. When you get ready to eat it, it'll be up. I know you're having trouble. I can see. Here you go, man. I got you, don't you? See. Oh, goodness. I seen where Chad had kind of a hard time, or not a hard time. He just didn't do as well as he did last year in the what do they call it, the Ice Bowl or whatever that was this weekend. I'm gonna start uh, trying to find interesting stories to read during the show, like at 7 o'clock or something like that. Just I don't know how to explain it. I can visualize it in my head, but I have trouble vocalizing it. Yeah, maybe off the wall articles or articles about people who do stuff that you just really have to shake your head and say, really? Because there's a lot of that out there these days. Excuse me. Oh, well, I don't see nobody got killed in my hometown this morning or this weekend. See if anybody died. I know real quick, and then I'm done with the newspaper for the day. Good morning, Jody. Segment. Yeah, I want to have a segment. There you go. How you doing this morning? Gillian Coffee Gaston. I don't know who she is, but there's a picture of her holding up a nice big largemouth. Let's see. Okay, Gallier, Bailey. Nope, I don't know none of them. Gerald E. Johnson. Jerry 86. Huh. Stacy Gwynn. That sounds from 59. He's close to my age. Huh. Here, Jody, I'll give you the link. You can come up and drive if you want to. You want to do that? Here you go. Ah, there you go, Jody. See Ruth Hurst? Nope. Mary Lee Smithers? Nope. Jeannie Waters? Nope. I don't know her, but wish I did. Leslie Brand. Cole May, she looks really, really, really strange. Claire, Jerry Lynn Holton. Nope, nope, nope. Yep, we're done with that for today now. Okay. Anybody do anything fun this weekend? Oh, it's pretty cool. A buddy of mine I grew up with lives in outside of Atlanta, I guess it is. Come in this weekend. He's got a nephew or something lives here. There's only one in his family left that lives here. And he come in this weekend and come over Saturday late afternoon, early evening and hung out. It's good to see him. He's a good kid, good success story, man. Came from a really crappy upbringing. You know what I mean? And himself when all the odds were against him. I guess I should say. I'd be really proud of the guy. He works for ABF Trucking, and he'd been there for 25 years. I think he said 20 something like that. And good morning, Jody.
Good morning. I'm having to use my speakerphone, so if the car's too loud, you have to let me know. I'll just know.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Ain't gonna bother nobody.
My
But he
headphone just died.
ABF had started a truck driver training program at military installations. You know, guys who were getting ready to get out of the army, they were training them if they wanted to be a truck driver or whatever. Shut the program down, but he was the head of the program. And he showed me everything. He got an award for 1,000,000 miles driven without an accident. That's a lot of miles in the road, man.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I got a documentary coming out on Pee Wee Herman. Cool. Pee Wee's Playhouse. My children made a point of making sure I knew every word to Pee Wee's Playhouse.
I used to watch Pete's Playhouse. I liked it.
Yeah. Oh, Pee Wee's Playhouse is cool. Pee Wee's Big Adventure is still one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
You know, it's not gonna change the world movie or anything. It's just a fun, funny movie to watch. I love it.
How did he laugh? He went, something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Most people probably don't remember, but the second Cheech and Chong movie, he played in that
Hey, what's Cheech and Chong?
restaurant. And they were sitting at the table, and he looks at him and he kind of squishes one of his nostrils and points down under the table. And they go down under the table and he got a little bottle of Coke and he sticks it in his nostril and snorts it. It's just, and if you didn't know who it was, you wouldn't know it was him because he had long hair. But it was Paul Rubin, yeah, Pee Wee Herman. I think that was before the Playhouse come out. And then they, in an adult theater in Atlanta, I think it was, and pretty much tried to ruin his career, where today it wouldn't even make a blip on the radar, But back then it was a big scandal. I'm like, it's an adult movie theater. What do you think they do in there? Why do you think they have to hire a guy to go in and mop every night before they close? Just saying.
I used to do HR at my job, and I had this guy quit.
I gotta go drink.
I had this guy quit, and I had to do an exit interview with him and ask him why he quit.
Yeah.
And he said he got another job, and I said, "Where'd you go to?" He said, "I really don't want to say." I said, "Okay." I said, "You don't have to say." And he said, I got a job at Adult World." And I said, "Adult World?" I said, "Weren't you a salesperson?" He said, "No." He said, "I'm a janitor." And I'm like,
Oh, you're kidding me.
"You quit this job to be a janitor at a place like that?"
Kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I would rather be the bathroom guy at a Mexican restaurant as opposed to that.
Yep.
Oh, no kidding. He quit up to go to work. Oh, man, that's gnarly. A janitor at Adult. I suppose the benefits must have been real good. All the free porn you can get. Oh man, that is unbelievable, Jody. That made
I couldn't believe it.
a year probably. Guy quits job, go to work at the janitor. Movie. Oh yeah, I can't either. I wouldn't even think. I mean, that's like something. The only person you could get to fill that job would be an ex-con or something. I would think. Yep. What are you doing right now? Oh,
I'm on my way to work.
did you say you got your earphone? Oh, are you? You got your headphone thing on or whatever you said?
It died right when I come on. Is it too noisy?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. You got, huh? No, it's all right. I'll let you know if it gets too noisy. Parents allegedly refused to pick up child from hospital. Henderson, Kentucky, huh? As read, parents are in custody after police say their child admitted herself to the hospital on Saturday, but they never came to pick her up. Leaving her there for several hours. I thought you said she admitted herself. Authorities say the child was admitted following an alleged mental health breakdown, where it is said the child bit her mother during a physical altercation. 17 or 18, I'm going to explode on. They say the child was transported to the hospital by herself for a mental health evaluation. After several hours, the hospital staff said they attempted to make contact with the stepfather and mother with no answer. Hospital staff said they eventually contacted them around 10 p.m., where it is said the conversation was agitated and an argument ensued about who was coming to pick us. I thought the child drove herself. Osmond allegedly told the staff, "I'm not dealing with this." Oh, yeah, she's way old enough to do it herself. She's not a child. She's a freaking young adult. Okay, let's see. Hospital staff said they eventually may read that. Osmond allegedly told staff, "I'm not," and he hung up. Okay. Officers say they made contact with them at the residence. Claims she was first notified by hospital staff that her daughter was ready to be discharged at 2:52 a.m., but allegedly had no proof. It is said both parents had gotten drunk and passed out during the time the child was at. That's why the child was at the hospital. Mom and dad were drinking. They were arrested and charged with neglect, but they were both booked in the Oh, okay. I wish they'd tell us how old the kid was, so it might actually. It doesn't say, but okay. Yep, I shouldn't judge. Maybe I don't blame the kid. If mom and dad got drunk and come and get her, that should be a tail. You know what they call it in poker when you throw your hand, it's a tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little guy woke me up at 4 o'clock this morning. I wasn't overly thrilled with the fact, but he had jumped down off the bed and was standing at the door whining. So I'm thinking, man, he's probably got to go to the bathroom. And
Dogs are a lot of work.
He went over to try to wake the big dog up to get her to go. Yeah, they are. But he went over to try and get big dog up to go out with him. Then she was like, "I'm not having it, man, dude. Leave me alone." So he goofed around for like 10 minutes before he ever come to the door. "Hey, Don, good morning, buddy." They finally came to the door, and I'm like, "Dude, you're killing me. Come on." And by then, it's, I don't know, I'm like, I might as well stay up. Morning, dog. So I stayed up. And I changed the thing from 5:30 to 5, and I went live a little bit before 5. Anybody go fishing? Oh, you went fishing this weekend, didn't you, Jody? I seen a little bit of it. I don't do of YouTube on the weekends anymore. It seems. If there's a fish tournament or something on Saturday in the morning, I'll watch it. But you fished twice?
Yeah, I went to Chattanooga and fished, trying to find a spot for the tournament.
Oh, that's right.
I probably fished that first spot and just anchor there all day, just wait for the fish to come through.
Yep, I like anchoring up. That's just me, but
I know I've won tournaments in that spot before.
There you go, California. Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, my buddy, his mom and them are from Clark Range. His dad passed away, but his mom's still there in Clark Range, not too far from Watts Bar, actually.
Yeah.
And he asked me, "Man, let's go down and go fishing at Watts Bar area." I was like, "Dude, I know some people down there." He said, "Well, we'll go stay at Mom's and get up." Like, all right, we'll do that. I told him I'd get with him this spring. I told him I ain't going when the weather's bad. I don't want to do it that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, our bath's not that great right now.
Yeah. California researchers stunned by shocking behavior of ground squirrels. I could barely believe my eyes. I had a picture one time, and actually let it get away. It wasn't super focused because I was in my truck in an alley, but there was a squirrel sitting on top of a meter box on a telephone pole, and he had one of them chocolate milk carton things with the little bendy straw, and he was
Yeah.
holding it, straw in his mouth, and I snapped a picture of it. I don't know if he was drinking it or not, but he was holding it like he was drinking and had the straw in his mouth, and I got lucky. I lost the picture. I wish I could find it again because it was unbelievable. He was literally drinking the chocolate milk out of the carton. "41 gills and one crappie. Heck yeah." We went. My buddy wanted to go, and he can go fishing at this pond if all he had to do is call Sonny and ask, but he doesn't want to call him and ask him. So I just, I got an open. I can just show up here and go fishing, but he wanted to go because he wanted to get some gillies, and we was there for about an hour, maybe an hour. I don't know. Got 8. We wasn't really even fishing in the right spot. But I know that ice was like 8 inches thick, thereabouts, give or take an inch. It was unbelievable. The thickest ice I ever fished on, and up here anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to do ice. I would find another hobby
Oh yeah,
if I had that ice fish.
he got a couple of them little ice fishing poles, open face reels. You know what I mean? And I don't know what pound the line on them, but it was too heavy a line. I know that, and it was spooled all the way up like you were going to cast them. You know what I mean? And I was like, dude, he said, they come like that. I said, well, pull about half that stuff off that spool. You don't need all of it. You're just ice fishing. I told him, I said, bring it over this week and we'll put some good line on them. Pliable and flexible enough. That stuff there was too stiff for ice fishing. So I think I got some strand, which is what I use for bluegill fishing. The strand blue, I've always used it. I like it. I don't care what nobody says. And that's been my bluegill line for as long as I can remember.
Yeah. The thing here, you don't never know what you're going to catch trying to get a bluegill.
Oh yeah,
you have to kind of use heavier line because
channel
you
cat
don't never know
stuff,
what's
not
going to
big
hit
ones.
it.
Maybe 2 or 3 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use like I said, I've caught some channel cats and had to use the drag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but I only use 4-pound test for my bluegill fishing.
Well, I caught my spoonbill on my bluegill pole.
No kidding.
Yeah, and I brought it in with it. You know them little eagle claw leaders at Walmart? You get like 5 or 6 of them for $1.
Eagle claw poles.
No, the hooks and leaders.
Yeah.
For the that's what I had on it and got that spoonbill with that.
No kidding.
Yep, and it hooked it. It's somehow sucked it up in its mouth. It wasn't tangled. I couldn't get in the boat. It was so big. I couldn't even get it in. Couldn't even begin to get it in the net. That's how big that spoonbill was. I cried and cried.
You didn't have a net?
Yeah, I had a big net. That's how big it was. It was from the front of the boat all the way to the steering wheel down on the pontoon. It was huge.
No way.
Yep.
Sounds like it.
It was. It's the biggest fish I've ever saw.
No kidding.
Yep.
Caught it on an ultralight. I heard, I forget, I think talking on whoever's live that was, that, what's his name was on. But someone made a good comment about hook a big fish like that. The first thing you need to do is just slow down and take a breath and relax a little bit, because I could see me tensing up and you know what I mean, trying to fight that or bring that fish in. So it
Mhm.
was some really good advice that I, every now and then you just pick up some jewels of advice.
I've
Made
lost
perfect sense to
several
me,
big fish.
slow down.
Yeah.
The fish is hooked, so he's not going anywhere. From,
Lack of
yep,
experience.
trying too fast. Yep. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. I could see me doing that too. You know what I mean? So it was real good advice that I hope I remember should I ever hook into a big fish.
Every big fish I've lost, you know what I've done? I got tired of fighting it and tightened up the drag and it popped the hook.
It right there. Yeah. I'd say that happens more than it doesn't. Lou, if you were asking me, yeah, we got 8 big bluegill that he took home for dinner that night. That's all he really wanted was some fish for dinner. I was going to stay maybe and catch some more because I thought I might want to have some fish. And then I realized, hell, I got nowhere to clean them. It's too cold out to clean them outside, and I'm not cleaning them in the house. So I told him just take them all anyway. And I mean, and Sonny even texted me. He was standing up there in the house or the cabin, looking out the big window, and texted me, "You're not in the right spot. You need to go over by the dam and back over there towards the corner by the drain pipe. It's deep." I texted him back and said, "I'm too fat and lazy to walk over there, and I don't want to drill no more holes." At least I
Yeah,
was honest.
I'm gonna get some bluegills for my tournament.
Well, I thought about maybe freezing some, but
Hmm. I have a few
uh,
froze. I want some fresh
well,
though.
bluegill, I
I,
can
I
catch
raid,
them pretty much any time, and I'd rather have them fresh.
I'll raid my mom's
Yeah,
pond and get me about 10.
yeah, I'm with you. That's it. See, I got a little pond I can get to.
Hmm. I don't take them out of it much because you'll empty it.
Oh
I've only
yeah,
took,
yeah.
yeah. This would be like maybe the fourth time I've took fish out of it in 3 years.
But the one where I go, the family that owned the property before Sonny got it 20 some years ago, or almost 30 now, probably. But there wasn't nothing there. It was just this pond back in the woods that unless you knew it was there, you wouldn't know it was there. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
And they were real good about keeping the balance of how many fish came out of it each year to make sure the population A didn't get too big where you ended up with a bunch of little bluegill, but yet it didn't get fished out where you would end up with a shortage of fish. I mean, it's
Yeah.
been maintained like that perfectly for years, and that's
Hmm.
because he doesn't let anyone in there unless he tells them they can come in. And there's no way to get to it unless you go up, where by the house
Yeah.
to it or anything. And so I'm sure I'm sure when he bought it, the people he bought it from, the original family that owned the land and everything, he cut the driveway through the woods and built the house and stuff. But I'm sure he asked them, and they probably told him how to keep it at a healthy level. Take X amount of pounds of bluegill out a year, that kind of thing.
Yeah. We was never allowed to keep fish out of it when I was growing up. I'd catch the same fish to have like 11 holes in it flip.
Really?
But that-
Oh,
yeah,
when
but
you
they
were growing up, couldn't keep none of them? Wow.
no. Sometimes I would sneak and keep one and catch, which I could catch bass easy with anyway. But sometimes I'd play with the bass with a bluegill.
You know, cat crazy world, I agree with you. Mondays, I hate them. I don't even work hardly no more, and I hate Mondays.
I don't like Monday. I like
Cat
the
crazy
schedule
world
of
said hello,
working.
Jody and James. James, huh? Your
James is
schedule, what, you
retired.
working 4 10s?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
work 4 10s, but I kind of like the schedule of working, the routine,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I like
yeah.
having money.
Yeah, it keeps you bored too, believe me. And after I get everything settled, get my knee replacement done, and get all the stuff settled with mom and dad, Social Security and retirement crap, I'm gonna start working almost full time again. And
Yeah,
one good thing, mom gets half of dad's pension money. It's only like $380 a month, but it's better than a kick in the butt.
yeah, it is. The 380 helps out.
Yeah, it does. Just
My
have to
next
get
job, I'm
gas
going to
bill
try and
behind there
work from
about.
home on phone calls, call center, where they
Yep,
call you
yep,
asking uh,
yep.
questions
I've
about
done it.
insurance.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, I'm not gonna lie, working from home is a good gig. I've done it for 25 years now,
Yeah,
and had I not been doing it, I wouldn't have been able to take care of Pop. And I we didn't have high speed data, so it was kind of hard to do it as far as look up the comps and stuff like that. But once we got high
yeah.
speed data, it was a breeze because we were out in the country.
Hmm. Everybody's like, you can't do that because of my accent. And I'm like, if they can understand, look up the Quickie Mart. I can help you.
Yeah.
If they can understand their accent, they can understand mine. Good evening. Good evening. How may I help you? I mean, we all got
Okay.
accents, no matter who we are.
Yeah, they can.
Don't matter
Yeah,
your
but
nationality or where
yours
you're
is
from.
not
Everybody
bad at
has
all
their
compared to like
thing.
you said. Compared, yeah,
Yep.
compared to the stuff it compared to some of the service people you got to talk to when you call these days, you can tell her from India or something. Ah, hello, this is John. No, it's not John. It's Habib. Just be honest.
Hmm. I mean, even just other, no matter no matter what state you live in, you got a different accent. I have trouble
Yeah, yeah,
understanding New
100%.
Yorkers or the people I think from Baltimore where they don't say
Yep.
R or whatever.
Yeah. And then Michigan's kind of like that too. Michigan, Wisconsin, they've got a funny accent up there.
Yeah,
They thought I had the funny accent when I moved up there.
yeah. Canada, A.
Couldn't get wound down enough. You know what you do, cat crazy, when you get like that and you go to sleep? Yeah, Canada. I take some NyQuil and then I go to sleep. I'm a little draggy the next day, but here pops them in a call center. Yep. This person who accidentally left their case of Coke in the car overnight in -22 weather. Yeah, it exploded.
Ooh.
Yeah, not good. Yep, not good. I don't know what, but I got to go to Marion, and then I'm trying to think what I need to do after. If I didn't have to do anything, I could swing by and go bluegill fishing on the way home because it's right by where I'm going. Take a picture, I think, and I'll post it on my community thing, I reckon. I can just hear Possum in the call center. Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, they'd be calling me.
Exactly. Yeah. And you don't have that deep of a, you don't even have that deep of a country accent. I've heard a lot deeper, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about that. But I was just blessed to get the profession I have. You know what I mean? I was lucky. My brother done it. I was going through a divorce. I was going to be a single dad, and I needed something I could do and still be a dad, and not miss, not work all the time and miss my son's stuff. So I went to school. There used to be a place that was like an appraiser academy type place. You know what I mean? Uncle Lou wants to know if you caught anything Friday. Jody. Jody. Jody, can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me, Uncle Lou. I asked her when she can hear me again. Good morning, Dee. Let's see. Jody, can you hear me? Probably
I can now. I tried to put my.
I think she goes.
I charged. Yeah, I charged
Okay.
up my headphone, but I couldn't get it to connect.
Oh, Uncle Lou wants to know if you caught any fish Friday.
Friday, I didn't catch anything. I didn't catch anything Friday. Sunday, Chattanooga, and we caught. We was probably in the water about 20 minutes, and then we caught 4 fish in about 40 minutes. Two 9-pounders, a 10-pounder, and a 26-pounder.
That's pretty good, actually. I mean,
well, I need to catch 10 fish. But I've sat there, and the fish come and go through there quite often. And the boat wasn't cooperating, so it wasn't setting just right, so I couldn't cast where I was supposed to. And that makes a big difference, you know.
Yep.
And I didn't have the best bait. But I'll make sure I got good bait, plenty of bait next time I go. That's probably where I'll go and set for the tournament since I can't go to Potomac.
Yep. Oh, okay, yeah.
I can probably catch 10 fish if I sit there the whole day. I don't know if they'll all be over 10 pounds.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, that should be fine. I would think. When's the next tournament?
It's the championship, and it's on the 8th, I think, February 8th.
That's my birthday.
Well, happy birthday early.
Surgery done. Ah, thank you. Yep, it's the day after I get my knee surgery done.
Okay.
Uncle Lou says you can't go to the Potomac. Why can't you go to the Potomac?
It's froze over right now.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I've been keeping an eye on it and watching people fishing it or trying to fish it. But like, Has said he would take me out in his boat for it, but he said if it wasn't froze over. And
did he? Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's froze over.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
I understand.
If it comes up last minute and it's okay, I'll make my way up there.
Yeah, if the ice breaks open and opens up.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Dave Bosworth. Good to see you, buddy. Good morning, Rowdy Roll. Good to see you.
And if they got a bite. Sometimes they don't have a bite in the winter, just
I
like
wouldn't leave
anywhere
a
else.
sure thing for something that's iffy.
But I
Yeah.
don't have a sure thing either. I mean, it's my spots are hit and miss. I mean, some days there'll be fish there, and some days they won't, and some days they won't bite.
Yeah.
And we're going through a shad kill, so they may be stuffed by in 2 weeks. They may not bite anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, they won't eat the dead ones, will they?
yeah, they're gorging on right now. They're fat as can be. One of them fish pooped in the boat, and the other one uh, throwed up, and it throwed up shad.
No kidding.
Yeah,
No kidding. Ah,
I mean, they was fat fish. Real, almost like they had air in them, but they didn't have air in them. They was full of food.
yeah. How deep were they when you got them?
About 38 foot.
Do you know how deep you? Yeah, yeah. I can see
Yeah.
that then.
Usually, you have to worry about air bladder, and I brought them up slow too. But usually, you have to worry about air bladder when it's over 50.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the depth, but I knew there was something to do with that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. And sometimes, you, like people will be like, "Why is their guts hanging out of their poop hole?" And I'm like, "You brought them up too early. You didn't give 'em enough time to let them burp it out. Too deep. Brought them up too quick." It's foggy.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
I'm gonna try some double hook rigs for the tournament. Thin fish with a couple of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, as many poles as you put out, it's okay or a good idea to try different things on a couple of them. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Well, you're allowed 6 poles, and it didn't say nothing in the rules says about how many hooks you can use. So I'm going to tie a couple double hook rigs. That way, whatever,
Yep.
if there are different heights in the water column, I've got a bait down on the bottom, and I got a bait up about 3 foot high.
Yep. Yeah. That was our thing yet or Saturday with the let it run down to the bottom and brought it up a couple feet. It was about a 10-foot deep area and brought it
Hmm.
up a couple feet. And, you know, the first time we moved up, sit there for probably 4 or 5 minutes, no hit, moved it up another 1.5 or 2 feet, and then bam. You know, like, all right, we found where they're at now as far as whatever, you know, depth they're at for the temperature. And then we catch, you know, they weren't one right after another. Wrong spot, as Sonny said, they were all right. Oh, let's see here. Oh,
That same thing when you're skipjack fishing. I'll put a float where one's on top of the water, and I'll put a sinker on one and cast it where it's on the bottom until I find out which one they're hitting. Then I'll switch to that,
yep.
whether up high or down low.
Yep. That's why they call it fishing. There's so many different variants you can do, and it's a lot of fun actually, especially if you happen to hit on the perfect scenario and you're like, oh yes, hold on, boys, we're gonna be tired by the time we go home today. Let's see. News. We want to see some news. Oh man, I don't know. I get so bored in the wintertime, man. I'm telling you, I get grouchy. Oh no, man. I hate winter so bad.
You can find something that makes you happy to do inside.
I know it's just there ain't a lot to do where I live at. You know what I mean? If I live back in Noblesboro, where I moved from, there's always stuff to do. It's just a happening area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I could go ice fishing and crap like that if I wanted to, I suppose. But I'm just not into it.
hmm I don't like going places, which I've never really done it.
If I,
Like I don't even really go to the movies. I just stay home watch a movie. But like comedy clubs or anything, I've never done anything like that.
yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
got no desire to do anything like that. I'm just a homebody.
you know, me too. Is like going out to eat and stuff. I don't like to go out and eat and things like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just I guess it depends on who you go out to eat with or whatever. I don't know if I do go out to eat, I'd rather go by myself.
I've only been on a few dates,
And
and what dates I went
I
on,
definitely don't like to go
I,
out with people.
I made them go fishing.
There you go. And you know
And
if you're gonna
yeah,
like them or not. You can stand.
but I mean,
Yeah,
if I can't
exactly.
fish with you, then I ain't got no use for you.
Blizzard of 1978. Anybody in the chat remember the blizzard of 78? That's old.
I remember a blizzard, but I would have only been 5 at that time, and
I
I
mean,
think I was more closer to 10.
20 or more inches. The bad part about the blizzard 78 wasn't just the snow, but then because it was cold and the snow was kind of light, the wind was blowing so hard. I mean, we literally had drifts you could walk off the top of the house onto. I mean, it was the best snow I had in my whole life. I'll never forget it. Well, we had the dad's dirt bike, so we had fun anyway. You know, we weren't stuck in the house. The first day we worked, because it was just the wind chill was so cold. Don was there. Yep, it was a nasty one, man. Wait, Kate, how old are you? Or are you country and had your first kid at 14? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I remember, and when the blizzard hit here, there's a big Catholic church in downtown Muncie that caught on fire. So
I'd
you
be
got a
late for work.
blizzard with super horrible wind blowing, and these poor firemen out there trying to fight this fire. I remember the pictures they took of it the next day. It was a big, you know, Bedford stone type church, big, huge one, and it was all covered in ice. The front of it, it's a cool looking picture. And I can remember the local radio station was, you know, trying to. They had a police scanner or something. They were keeping everybody updated on it. Where they had a thing you weren't allowed to go out on the roads, you know. Diverging Diamond Interchange. Is this like something that's supposed to replace the roundabout or something? I don't know. I have to read about that later.
You smell a skunk.
Said I was in the hospital having an ear operation. Wasn't sure how we want to get home. Oh, that's nasty. You'll be 68 in March. Huh. Okay, you're 8 years older than me. Yeah, you just not super old. You were just kind of young. You was 20. Okay, yeah, you was 20. That's cool. In fact, I think I ended up having Dad ride me on the dirt bike over to a friend of mine's house about 3 or 4 miles away, and I stayed a couple of days there. The more I think about it. It was fun. Yeah. South Carolina begins executions in 2025. So if you're on death row in South Carolina, look out. They're coming for you. I think actually it started on a Wednesday, and I think I went skating that Wednesday night, and my girlfriend up and brought me home that night. It was snowing pretty good then. It just started, I think. I'd have to look at the calendar to be sure, but I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday. Oh, goodness gracious. Anybody doing anything interesting today? I got 11 people. What time is it? It's just
11
now 6
people. Lucky number 11.
o'clock. Yeah, and just early. It usually averages about 20, I think.
Yeah. 11's good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Appreciate everybody
at
coming in.
6 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I do too, for sure.
Let's see. Hey, I'm almost at work. I'm
You know,
going
and
to
I
be
don't,
late to
only
put
a
up
few
drive
people.
fast.
Oh, you're going to be late. It's just
So
1 minute till, 3 minutes till.
I'm going to jump on down.
Drive
That
fast.
way I
Get a ticket.
run in and clock in for I'm
Okay.
late. Thanks,
All
Maggie.
right.
All
Yeah,
right.
no, thank
Bye.
you. Now,
Have a
don't
good
be
day,
speeding.
everybody.
Don't be speeding. Did you get a ticket and you'll be.
Too late.
Heck yeah, you should get a ticket. Wait and see. I don't know how many tickets she's had, but paid way more money than I ever have. In cleanup from California fires, lithium-ion batteries are a dangerous challenge. Huh, you think? But then you guys want everything to be electric there with lithium-ion? Huh. Okay. Eric, you out there yet? Holler at me. Oh, I know what I have to do. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I ain't real smart, see, that's just how it is. But at least I know it, and I ain't afraid to admit it. But you know, successful people aren't always the smartest person, but they know to surround themselves with the smartest people. Oh crap, that don't go there. Yeah, you ever notice that? You don't have to be the smartest as long as you surround yourself with smart people. You know, dog, I think they got a scanner or something at the border of California that when you cross it, all common sense goes out the window, man. I don't know what's up. Actually, I just read an article a little bit ago about them wanting to secede from America. And I'm like, yes, please. Yes, please do, so we can put a border up. I'm okay with. Yeah, I got no problem with that at all. Because the sanity in California sure lacks. I know this. Now, what was I doing? I don't remember. That's what. Somewhere over the rainbow. Let me see here. There it is. Okay. Now I got it. Has anyone got anything interesting happening today? Speak now, please, or forever hold your peace. I don't have anything interesting yet, but it could turn into something interesting later. I'm doing something real quick. Okay. That's all good. See, that's what it is. Man, I got to start eating better. I really, really have to. I got to realize I'm not freaking 20 no more, man. My diet is horrible. I just, my cooking sucks so bad. It's like, once I find something decent that I make, I have a rotation of about 3 or 4 different things. You know what I mean? Well, bye, Cali. Yeah, I got no problem. California secedes from the country. Can you imagine how bad a shape that state will be in if it does, though? I mean, hell, they're already. What makes them think it's going to get any better? Which I don't, like I said, I don't care. Oh, man, I need to wash my eyes out. I should jump in the shower real quick, but I have to do that while I reckon I'll either have to shut this down and get in the shower, or somebody will come up and then I can get in the shower while they're up here. Huh. I'm looking for good headlines to read to everybody. Yeah, they're building a new YMCA, and I suppose they should be done about spring or so, maybe. It looks like it's coming along pretty well. You're right, dog. It'll turn into Escape from LA. 100% right. You'll have the haves and the have-nots, and the haves will be gated and secure areas, and the have-nots will be trying to fend for themselves because they won't. think about how I'm going to put that. Hold on a minute. I mean, I wonder if they thought this out or not, if you think about it. Because if you secede from the country, then you're going to have trade agreements with us to be able to trade in the United States and all kinds of stuff. Then I wonder if they think about that stuff before they do it. Being California, you know what I mean? It hmm. See, that's why the internet's a crappy thing. That someone used a clip from a warehouse, smoke covering the street and everything, and they used that photo and said it was, Californian part of the fire or whatever. You know, I don't have a lot of pity for them when they have the water available. And I know for a fact the thing about the little fish is true, because I raced back in the early 70s from somewhere in California to Lofton, Nevada. And the tree hugger people didn't like these guys racing dirt bikes across the desert, which you're not going to hurt a whole lot in the desert, besides hitting a cactus or something, I suppose. And so they went out of their way to get this dirt bike race. So they ended up using this tortoise as the reason to close it off to where you couldn't run off-road vehicles through there anymore. But yeah, you could still drive on these roads, and stuff like that through the desert, but you couldn't, have an organized race or an organized event or anything. So the guy who was the editor of Dirt Bike Magazine at the time just happened to mention the month before his issue that from whatever this town was to Nevada on the day that they usually have the race. You know what I mean? But he's just gonna happen to be there, and if you'd like to come and ride along with him, you're more than welcome. So like 1,200 people showed up, and they tried to bust the guy for organizing the ride, and he said, "I didn't organize anything, but your bike had to be street legal was the key. If your bike wasn't street legal, then you were going to get busted for riding a dirt bike." Morning, Skeeter. But the guy who was the editor of Dirt Bike Magazine at the time, he finally got so fed up with the regulations and stuff in California that he ended up retiring and moving down to Baja, where he could pretty much ride his dirt bike down the middle of the street in the rush hour if he wanted to. I think he died about 5 years ago, I think. And it hasn't got anything but worse from then on, so I can see them close down through there because of this little fish. There's no doubt in my mind. All right, man. Skeeter's going to be live today ice fishing. Everybody go by him and give him a look see. Hit the thumbs up, hang out for a little bit. Huh. Where you going to go fishing at, Skeeter? Three days on the ice. I went one day, but then again, you got to realize, as far as the way I went, I sat on a 5-gallon bucket. You know what I mean? So it wasn't the most comfortable ice fishing that you could do. And then sitting on the 5-gallon bucket on the ice. My left knee that's getting definitely didn't like it. I never got up the hill and back to the car. Yeah, we had about 8 at the pond I was at, Skeeter. It was, yeah. We kept drilling and drilling and finally got through it and measured it just to see what it was. And I was like, heck yeah, we can walk on this. J-Dog could tell you my quote about 5 inches thick. Yeah, he got one of them drill things, you know what I mean? That's like a big drill bit. Before we used to have one of them, it's like a almost cup shaped, half a cup shaped thing that, you know what I mean, is real sharp edge, and that one there was kind of hard to, I mean, you had to really get through the ice, but that drill thing worked real good. I mean, we drilled, I think, 6 holes. And like I said, we could have walked across the pond. It was only maybe 75 yards over there, you know what I mean? But where we were at, drilled a hole, put a line down in the water, and within the first 2 minutes had a fish. I was like, I'm good. They weren't just one right after another is all. And they can be at this place we was at. So the next time we go, we'll just get the gator out of the garage and drive it around the other side of the pond and fish over there, which is what Sonny told us to do to begin with. How are you cutting your holes right now, Skeeter? I've seen some places they use a chainsaw. I think, I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Where, and then I seen out over there at Summit Lake where I went out and drove around last week or whatever. And a couple of them had the little setup where they put like the transponder in, and maybe it was a laptop or something. I'm not sure what they had out there, but it'd be like using the one on your boat, the fish locator thing, you know. I suppose that's what they were doing, which is actually a pretty good idea, especially ice fishing. Then you're not going to have to. We got an egg, which means that because of the bird flu, there's going to be. I wonder. I don't know. That's probably too conspiratory theorist. I won't say nothing. Here it is. California succession gets a green light to take next steps towards Cal exit. California could vote to secede. Up. Go back here where I can see. Californians could vote to secede from the union as early as 2020. Yeah, enjoy that. Please go away. We will not argue with you about it. We'll just let you do that one. You know, for some reason, my allergy. So, I guess Kansas City's in the Super Bowl again. Was it Kansas City and Philadelphia? I don't know because I don't follow the NFL much anymore. I don't even think I've watched the Super Bowl since the kneeling thing happened. Okay. My dad had a serious illness. He started eating McDonald's, and I couldn't believe what happened next. Are you sure this ain't from the National Enquirer? There we go. Several years ago, my dad was diagnosed with pulmonary fibrosis. The news was a shock. Not that I have any idea what that is, but anyway, at 84 years old, Daddy had been dedicated to his physical health for decades. He played tennis twice a week, ate my mother's low-fat meals, and spent lots of time outdoors on their organic garden, organic farming. But the diagnosis did explain the symptoms he had been experiencing. He got out of breath, blah, blah, okay, whatever. Pulmonary fibrosis is considered progressive terminal illness. No. All that mattered, he said, was that it wasn't cancer. Okay, so it wasn't any kind of cancer. It gets to the part where it goes to McDonald's. Mm-hmm. Eventually, Mom used a study linking wood stove cancer on cancer. Of course, you can manipulate a study any way you want. Huh. Come on, where's it go to McDonald's at? And whatever the preservatives were in the McDonald's evidently saved him. See the McDonald's sunlight spilling. Okay, here we go. Solution came so quietly and unexpectedly that at first we missed it. One day at lunchtime, my dad was driving home from playing tennis with some friends and felt an unusual sensation, hunger. A McDonald's is just north of our town and opened several years before, but no one in our now he saw the restaurant's giant yellow M glinting in the sun ahead of him. He felt a strangely powerful urge to stop. He pulled it in, parked the car, and did something he'd never done before. Ordered chicken McNuggets and fries. See, chicken McNuggets are healthy. I knew they were. Morning, Mark. How are you, buddy? Okay. Daddy drove home slowly, his meal open in the passenger seat, savoring the extravagant taste of his new food. Ready for lunch, Mom asked. I picked something up on the way, he told. Typical granola bars or pack of peanut butter crackers, she sighed. 2 days later, he did it again, sitting at McDonald's, French fries, and a New York Times headline on his phone. Despite his tennis loss that morning, he came home cheerful. Mom couldn't figure it out. A few days after that, Daddy decided the only thing that could make McDonald's taste even better was to eat it in his favorite chair at the head of the dining room table. So he ordered his meals to go, brought the bag home, and unveiled his McNuggets and fries in front of who was crunching her salad. She was predictably disgusted. Why were you predictably disgusted at chicken McNuggets? They're like family. See what I did there? Those who know. No, I'm already down in the rabbit hole. We're in the rabbit living room now, Tim. We got to finish the story, don't we? Predictably disgusted, but his mouth, he found he didn't really care. Of course, he deprived himself of such great food all these years. You kidding me? After 37 years of eating chickpeas, kale, and tofu, he had found his way to McDonald's. Tickled, I took my son to the drive-thru to see what all the fuss was about. We got enough takeout for all of us and unloaded it into my parents' dining room table. Mom's not real happy about this. Hey, Laura the Explorer, how are you today? I did start a Facebook page yesterday, so if any of you got a request from me, it's me. There's just too many notices and stuff about fishing things that, it's like go to the Facebook thing or whatever to find out. And I don't have Facebook, so I could never find out. So I started one. I don't know how active I'll be on it, but I haven't opened it today. My parents' dining room table. Mom tight lip, tipped left Quinoa, Quinoa. Daddy delightedly accepted a large carton of fries. I watched Mom's face as he chowed down in front of her. I knew how difficult this might be for her. Oh, really? It's just so hard to watch him eat good, fun, good American healthy food. Okay, I don't understand. It didn't make him any healthier, whatever. Was it just because it made him happy? Yes, the doctor has my idea too. What it was, he started gaining weight because he was losing weight from whatever it was he had, however you say it. And so they go to the doctor, and the doctor's trying to figure out why he's gaining weight. And the mom said, but here's the thing, does it matter how he's gaining the weight? The doctor grimaced at her. To 87 years old, he could be eating chocolate bars all day and I'd be okay with it. Whatever he's doing, he needs to stay the course. Mom respects the doctor's orders, so Dad kept going to McDonald's and Mom kept eating her salads. Good for them. Okay. All right. More of the story is, if you want to get fat, eat McDonald's. If you've got something that's making you lose a bunch of weight, eat McDonald's. You go, Laura. Exactly. If he got it in a Happy Meal, it made him happy. Thank you, Mark. Yep. That's what I used to say, Grandma Holcomb, when I first moved back to help Mom and them. And she was, I don't know, 97, 98 at the time. And I'd ask her what she wanted for breakfast. And she might say something like, oh, got any ice cream bars in there or whatever? Sure I do. Here, I'm going to get you one. And my mom would get mad. I'm like, Mom, she's almost 100 years old. Yeah, me too, Mark. I probably shouldn't have read that, should I? And that's how it was with Pop when he, was getting on and not feeling good and didn't, his appetite was sketchy. And so I was like, Pop, whatever you want to eat's fine. Just let me know. He ate and stuff like that. I mean, you might as well enjoy it. You're at the end of your life anyway. Oh, goodness. Bump, 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 bump. I wonder, I'm trying to think. Is that the Social Security portal? Yep, that's it. Department of Revenue's Advocate, Department of Racer X and Pulp. And my friend that came in from Georgia this weekend, his wife's mom, while they were up here, fell and broke her hip. She's old, like mom and dad. My Jeep couldn't. I know I had one of them kind of vehicles that automatically pulled in there no matter what happens. Cool, Chris. Good to have you, buddy. Hey, just so you know, that was me that sent the request for Facebook yesterday. thing. I've never had it, so I figured, a lot of people put their announcements and stuff on there about fishing that I miss. So I figured I probably should, get one. And like I said, I don't know how active I'll be on it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let's search strange news. And there's all kinds of them cool. I figured it would be. I'll be needing them later. So I will be able to, when they say, go to Facebook page and you'll find the information or whatever, I'll be able to do it now. That is, unless unless it does something wrong, goofy or something. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but I had one time about 15 years ago. And the only reason I started it was because there was a dirt bike video I wanted to see, and I logged on and it wouldn't let me see it unless a Facebook page. And the video was cool. It was an indoor motocross track over in Ohio that a friend of mine at the Yamaha shop I raced for went to. And a guy had, how they had the big berm bank turns, make a 180 on or whatever. Well, he had messed up on the bank turn and went straight over it, and the bike flew up in the air. Like a warehouse has them big doors that go up, and it makes a big round, thing at the top of the door when it all winds up in there. Well, the bike door up there, and they were telling me about it. I was like, man, I got to see this. And they said it's on Facebook, so that's what I done. And I started it. And I'm telling you, it took me, I watched the video and went to cancel my account, and it took over a month to cancel that account. Has it? Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just got it so I could get, when one of the, on a live or whatever, that it's always if you go to Facebook, you'll find it or something like that. You know what I mean? So I got tired of using Mom's and going there. And then if I wanted to communicate with someone, I'd have to explain, this is me, I'm using my mom's account. And I got to thinking, there's a lot of scammers that do that stuff. So that probably doesn't work well. So I got a Facebook page. And I don't really know a lot about it. So I'm going to have to be kind of careful and learn the scams. I know the scams that like go on here and on Instagram and stuff like that. I'm already, I always have to keep my eyes open for the scams. I did go to betting this weekend on DraftKings or whatever. I bet, shoot, I can't remember how much it was, but I ended up with $74. So I think I bet 25. Let's see, it might say on here. But yeah, that's 2 weeks in a row. And you know what got me? I used a different one last week until I found out that DraftKings had it, because they probably got a better reputation, And so I went to close out the one and withdraw my $69 or whatever. And they sent me a thing that said, long note about it was, my return was canceled due was canceled until verification, whatever. And they sent me a whole list of shit they want me to send them, you know, me holding my driver's license. So I went to the site itself and to the customers. Be effing kidding me. Send me my fucking money or I'll get a hold of whoever's in charge of regulating you guys and file a thing with them about it. And I haven't checked it yet. I have to see what happens. Yeah, let's see here. How do I find that? Account information, bet slips. Wait. There we go. My bets. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, I bet 50 and won, and it paid 75.64. So I bet 50 and won. It'd be nice if I won 75 on top of the 50 I bet. So I won $25 basically. That's cool. It's better than kicking the testes, I reckon. But it won't show me I wrote it down somewhere. I don't think I hit one. So I had Cooper Webb over Roxon. I know he didn't beat Roxton, so it had to be the one that Chase Sexton beat Cooper Webb. That's the one that must have paid. But this thing here is weird. It won't let you actually see them. Here we go. I won. Head-to-head wager 50, paid 74. Which one did I won? It doesn't say. Doesn't show anything lost. Maybe I won them. I'm a successful better guy now, man. I'm a professional gambler. Is the one got the logo like on my screen right here? If that's it, that's the one. The one that I sent would have been that one there, I would say. See here, withdraw. Y'all better let me withdraw my damn money. Let's see what happens. Yep, that would be the one, I'm pretty sure. I didn't know there were that many kind of scams or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. Account info, that's what I need to see. Okay, it's my Comcast email. Work. See what happens here. Your account is under review. Please contact our support team. You fuckers, you better give me my money. Well, good morning. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever and a day. How are you doing? Oh, what was that noise? I don't know. Huh. There's another. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. We got to hold on. We got to kill that noise somehow. I can't have that. Hold on. I'm going to mute this for a second. there it is. Heading back to bed. Got to be at mom's house in a bit. The family vulture. Are you kidding me, man? Dang, nah, but I hate when that happens, Mark. It's bad enough that you lose your dad. Now you got to stand out there with a shield and a sword and fend off the people coming into property. I'm okay. I just hate wintertime. And I don't think that'll ever change. You know what I mean? I'm always going to hate wintertime. Unless I move somewhere where it's warm in the wintertime, then maybe I won't hate it so bad. Oh, my nose is running. That sucks. Mm-hmm. Alrighty then, that's what I'm talking about, see? Okay, now we're back in the good. Oh, I'm with you, Mark. I'm same way. I'm with you 100%. Nice bug to something like that. So I'm with you 100%. There we go. Now we're good. Okay, Mark, you need anything, brother, holler at me. You know how to get hold of me. Let's see here. I'm going to see if I can find that email from Underdog Fantasy Sports. That's not it. Oh, here we go. Listen to what they want me to do. I've already confirmed my account with them. You know what I mean? Now you got to submit all that crap. Morning, Dog and I. Morning, Chadwick. We're contacting you regarding your Underdog Fantasy account. Your account is currently suspended while undergoing a standard security review. Standard security to verify some of your account information. Be advised that any pending withdrawal requests have been canceled. Please respond to this email and send us the following documentation: a clear color copy of your valid U.S. government issued photo ID, driver's license, or passport. A photograph of you holding your identification in your hand close to your face. This ID must be legible in the same document that you have sent to us. A PDF copy of your most recent bank statement, no older than 60 days, of the account address. That ain't happening. A PDF of a recent official account statement past 60 days for the following PayPal account. Please do not upload credit card or debit card. Please upload the PayPal statement, blah, blah, blah. And here's what I sent to them. My reply was, LOL, really? Are you sure you don't want a photo of me in a bra and garter? How about one of my dog licking his balls? Just let me know which you prefer. And then when I realized that it was actually, I thought it was a scammer, you know what I mean, when they seen all that shit. So then I went on and checked it, and it was an actual email from them, and I was like, oh shit. It's too late now. I done sent that email. So I sent a thing, a request this morning for somebody to call me. I'm not sending them all that shit. Fuck them. I'll just go to PayPal and say, hey, these people took my money. Can you get it back for me? No. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's kind of crazy ass list of that. A clear copy of your ID, a photograph of you holding the ID, a PDF copy of your most recent. No, you ain't getting shit from my bank account. Yeah, no, you're not getting all that crap. Yeah, I don't know, but that's crazy. Which I don't care. It'll give me something to fuss about and be mad at all week, won't it? Good morning, Sandy Toes. Good to see you. Yeah, it'll just give me something to be pissed. I'll I put my number on the support ticket or whatever and said, can someone please call me? And if I can figure out how to record phone calls on my phone, I'm going to record it because it should be a fairly hilarious phone call. Because there's a good chance I may not get my money for 6 months, but I'm going to have fun with them before I do. But yeah, I kind of chuckled and I thought, dude, you sent the people reviewing your account that email. You maybe should rethink things before you react so quick. Are you sure you don't want a picture of me in my bra and garter or my dog licking his balls? Are you going back to work full time tomorrow? Well, have you not been working full time? Summer off? Can't say that I blame you. Let's see here. Crap. Where are we at here? Let's see, there we go. Text. There we go. Only work part time for summer holidays. Must be in it nice. I know. See, there are a lot of other countries around, like England and places like that. Probably not so much England anymore, but like Switzerland or Holland and places like that, where they get like a month or two paid time off by the government or whatever. You know what I mean? Because they don't want them to get burnt out. Which our country could learn a lot from that. Uh, uh, uh. That's not gonna happen, man. I'll go back to something else. The hell is Bryson? The dude that sent me the email. Okay. See now, says blind man. Yeah, see right there. They get 12 weeks paid holiday. Is that paid through the government, Sandy? Is that through your employer? 12 weeks. Are you kidding me? That means I could take a week a month off all year. Or 2 weeks a month for 6 months. Hell yes. Now, is it a government mandate that they give you that time off? dealing with the people stuff, that's gotta suck. I guess that's one of the only advantages to one of the advantages of my job is I don't really have to deal with too many people. You also get public, okay, that's like we have holidays. I don't know what RDOs are. But 12 weeks and it's mandated by the government. Damn, that's awesome. No wonder everybody else in the world's so happy. In the richest country in the world, we don't get anything like that. That just really sucks, actually. What time is it? Okay, 7:15. Yep, because I'm going to shut this down about 8 so I can head to the VA in Mern, Indiana. We're going to go to Mern. Let's see. Click that. And we want to. There we go. Report spam. Block that person from sending me shit anymore. Okay, we better not block that guy. Oh, scheduled day off. Wow. What up, Fraz? How are you, buddy? The minimum wage in your industry is $37 an hour. Damn, I'm living in the wrong place. I'd have been a millionaire by now had I lived over there. Let me ask you this. Can you bank those 12 weeks and cash them in at the end of the year for the money? That would be the ticket. Everything plus tips has always rubbed me the wrong way, Alicia. Always has. I think that's BS. You know, because what happens if you have a slow night or you get the bad area or whatever? You know what I mean? Oh, they force you. They wouldn't have to force me. I'd say, okay, I'm going to take my 12 weeks all at one time. Go from be winter there, but I'm going to go from the 1st of June to the end of August. Just take the whole summer off. Paid. Golly, how good would that be, man? What the heck is this? I don't think I ever requested anything like that. Okay, there we go. I would not even know how to act with that much time off paid. I'm trying to think how. Are the items on the menu really expensive then if it costs that much to for the staff? Yeah, my buddy's a journeyman electrician, so he would make a killing over there. Let's see here. Ah. $3 an hour. $15 for a burger and fries. We were almost at that during the past freaking Biden economy. Things got all. Sandy Jones, what do you reckon an electrician, a journeyman on the union, journeyman on wire a hospital, say? Some, a high-end electrician. So when the WNBA starts, give me something to watch anyway. I think they got all the Fever home games on TV. No, the actual question should be how much would it cost if you got the happy ending? I'm sorry, I said that. I apologize. But people were wondering. Hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, that was wrong. Not really, I'm not really sorry, but it was wrong. Hmm. I don't know. I know my buddy, he was telling me that right now through the union, I don't know if it's because of seniority or he's been there for a long time. He's getting ready to retire in a couple of years. I don't know if it's seniority, but he said his overtime now is no longer time and a half. All overtime he gets is double time. Yeah, I did, Ernie. I opened a Facebook thing so I could keep up with all the stuff in the catfish community. When you know how like they'll be having something to sign up, just go to our Facebook. So many of them that it's like, man, I'm missing out. So I might as well just go ahead and make one. I don't know how active I'll be on it, but at least I got it. And someone says, go to the Facebook page to sign up or whatever, and then I can just do it that way now. Yeah, no hurries. I probably won't open that Facebook again until this evening or tomorrow or something. I don't know. Unless it sends me some kind of alert. I don't even know if I got notifications set up on it. Yeah, for sure. Listen, me too. Morning, Ed Jenkins. I'm sorry if I missed that, buddy. I was busy making crude comments about masseuse and happy endings. Those are only at the Oriental massage parlors here. Hmm. Hmm. I think teenagers start about 16 an hour. That's pretty cool. That's the secret menu items, and you got a special word to get into that menu when you get there. Yeah. I'd like to know how much the side dishes are. What did we do here? Oh. Okay, I had to fill something out. Just say Bill Kraft sent you. I don't know what it is, but it sounds good. Oh yeah, from what I'm finding out, Ernie, you're not the only one. Everybody's asked me that because so there must be a lot of scammers and crap on Facebook, I guess. Because I don't know nothing about it. You know me, I don't pay attention to most of the crap anyhow. Hot stones, aromatherapy, working for yourself, all for 50 friends.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, Eric, Buggy.
Morning, Rusty. It's good to see you, buddy. Good to see you back. I hadn't seen you in a while. I was going to Google something, and now I can't even remember what it was. I swear I hate brain damage. Man, I can't even. Is it raining there? Or are you just cleaning the windshield?
Hopefully, it's about time he cleans the windshield.
Aromatherapy.
Morning, Sandy Toes. Morning, Alicia. Ernie.
Yeah, that's way too easy.
Tim.
Ed Jenkins said, "Hey, Rusty."
Ed Jenkins. Morning.
Ed Jenkins said, "Hey, Eric." Do what? Yeah, what was it I was going to Google, man? I was going to look for something, and I can't remember what it was now.
Still the same, Marty. Still the same.
Google what average happy ending and massage parlors in America. Still the same. That's all right. I like you how you are. So good thing you ain't changed.
You were going to Google that new bill I sent you. Unhappy single women in America nowadays.
Yeah, buddy.
seen that one get
Okay,
passed. I was
check,
like, are
yeah.
you kidding me, boy?
I mean, yep, that's definitely gonna make a
My
lot of women unhappy.
my ex-wife would have been so pissed.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But they're all of age now, so I don't pay child support
Oh
no more.
yep.
Yep.
I know one guy that I used to know lived in my neighborhood. His dad or so, and he hated his dad. So he would go to college for 2 years and then change his major because his dad had to pay for his college. He went to college for like 10 years. I'm like, dude, he said, I don't care. He said, screw him. I'm like, yeah, I suppose I can understand you being mad.
Yeah. Now his dad wouldn't be mad about that.
Because his dad had to pay for everything.
Over, man. Take my medicine here.
Man, y'all killing me. I can't remember what I was going to Google now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember now.
But you gonna share with the rest of the class that you remember?
Yeah, here in a minute. As soon as I finish
Here,
looking for it. Where come?
hey, there's anything in morning. Uncle Lou said good morning, tater cakes.
May 16th is when
It says it under my name. Good morning, all you butt scratchers.
Hey, Finn, morning, buddy. How are you? Good to see you, buddy. For sure. Tater cakes. Yep, we're gonna start calling Ernie tater cakes. What's up, Tater? What up, tater cakes? That's priceless.
Showed up.
Good morning to my number one fan.
Mm.
Hey, you know who that is, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just.
You
You said that, and then it reminded me of the couple videos he sent me yesterday.
He said them to you. Oh, that dirty dog. The
Who
woman
sent them
that
to
wasn't
you?
that funny, but the one after I read that, went back and reread the same what the woman was saying on that one. That was funny.
That's the one I was thinking of, the old lady.
Yeah, I told him. I said he's slacking. He needs to do better. He's the king of those things. I expected more. Did he send you the one about the toilet deal that he remade?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so.
I sent it to you, but he redone it. Sent it to me.
Oh, the toilet fishing thing. Yeah, I've seen it.
He redone it and added something to it, and it was it. I wish I'd thought of that. That was funny. But I don't know where he gets that at. But
I'd be glad I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. Y'all would be in trouble.
Yeah, I bet. I'm glad you don't either.
I can do some of it, but I'm not as good as he is. He's the king of that stuff, man. I'm telling you, some of the stuff he sends is hilarious.
Mhm.
Dang, Malik didn't even let this
That's
warm up.
wrong, man. Wrong.
Yeah, I seen that. I made that one of the toilet, and I thought, yeah, y'all just think he's going to buy chicken. That's what he's really doing. My water's frozen over, and I'm gonna fish like this.
I'm not going to drill a hole. I'm going to cast it out on the ice and sit here and wait till the ice melts.
Yeah. Set a tire on fire and throw it out there, let it burn a perfect hole in the ice. There we go. I got me a hole.
You sound like you may have done that before.
Maybe. I was out 1 year, a long time ago. There between two dikes, the water froze up right there. It is pretty solid because they had 4-wheelers on part of it.
Between two what?
Huh?
Between two what?
Between two dikes out there on the river.
Okay, I thought you said something else.
And they drug a bunch of wood out there on that ice and built a fire on it. I thought, yeah, this ain't gonna turn out good.
Mhm.
They were out there cutting donuts on that nice 4-wheelers and 3-wheelers.
We going to sleep now, Buggy.
I'm not. I'm just doing something real quick. I gotta go get me another Red Bull real fast out of the fridge. I raced my dirt bikes on the ice before. It was cool.
What y'all think I said? What y'all think? Well, anywho, how many stops you got?
Lincoln's not completely froze over, but you ain't getting in.
You said 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like a short day in the warehouse.
Ain't got but 2 pickers running, one or 2 clamp trucks. Yeah, equipment sucks here.
I'm not getting myself in trouble at the start of the week, sir. Hey, Curtis 2.0, what's that all about?
Yeah, you gotta go a ways to get in trouble in the Bugman's clubhouse.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
depends on the day.
I'm
I
boycotting the
guess.
Super Bowl this year. I
Do
think
what?
everybody should boycott the Super Bowl this year.
Why is that?
Because the refs handed it to Kansas City again.
Did they really? That's all right. I haven't watched it forever, so I won't see it this year. And they've already jumped the shark on the commercials.
But yeah, I managed to catch 12 carp yesterday.
Did you really? Where at? I mean, we had open water somewhere.
Oh yeah, the Little River. I went down there.
That one place where you always go
Yeah, that's right, Uncle Lou. First down.
for carp fishing and something you went all summer.
Yeah.
Interception. Or no, that was interception.
This is the first time I ever caught carp in the wintertime.
You know, I caught one years and years ago. I went wade fishing in February. Not wade fishing, but walking the bank and throwing a Mr. Twister. And it was cold, but it was like a really unusual warm day. So I was, man, I'll go down and just throw a jig. And I caught a big carp that day. Couldn't believe it. I didn't even know back then. I didn't even know a fish hit in the wintertime, you know.
Yeah, they were incomplete. Ball did hit the ground.
Morning, Jody. Good morning, Boogie. Morning, Roosty. Morning, Peeper.
Why you call Ernie that for?
Because he peeps out the window, hoping a deer walk by. He's a bird watcher.
Yeah. I will be rooting for Brian B's team though, because I can't stand, a bunch of cheaters. But they'll probably lose because the refs will give it to Kansas City and Taylor Swift.
Dog and I said, who's in the Super Bowl?
Bullshit.
Don't know who's playing the Super Bowl. I guess the Chiefs and somebody else.
Chiefs and Eagles.
Who is it? The Chiefs and who?
Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah, I was going to say Philadelphia. That's what I thought.
Yeah, the cheaters and the Eagles. Paid by the refs. Taylor Swift. They want Taylor Swift to win.
Where'd the Chiefs play at
I
yesterday?
suppose.
They were at home.
Oh, yeah. They had their refs, yeah. Hey, still in you? You can't knock them. They do have some talent on that team.
Yeah, but when they make blatant stupid calls like they have the last 2 weeks, just a little too fishy. Because that was a first down. Josh Allen had that first down. Okay, back to listening. Listening to what?
Jody, you've done YouTube live stream before and a couple more, y'all. How long does it take for that videos to load up? Process. Those lives.
You talking about YouTube TikTok mode?
Yeah.
I have no clue.
I want to go back and
The Eagles.
watch it to see how
You got that right still. Refs are in the Chiefs' pocket.
Yeah, I want to go back and watch to see how clear the picture was, but I can't watch it because it still says processing.
It's probably just like any other bill. It takes 3 to 5 business days.
Y'all mean the Eagles against the refs and Chiefs?
Truth right there.
They won't have when it comes to Super Bowl, they bring in some refs, but they won't be no refs that the home team uses.
Bull crap.
You watch.
You watch. You'll get a bunch of crazy calls on the Eagles because the refs will be throwing the game for the Eagles to win. Because of Taylor Crappy Swift. I can't stand that scarecrow looking.
Folks, that's politely saying something. Man, oh man.
Buggy, wake up.
I'm up. I'm sending an email real quick.
You sent an email to the NFL referees to stop calling games for the Chiefs?
Sandy said, it's just a game. It means nothing. Sandy.
Yeah, but when people got a lot of money on the game and they lose money because the ref makes a stupid call, it's not right.
Y'all mean the Eagles against the refs and the Chiefs? Yep, pretty much. When it gets to that point, let the players decide the game, not the refs. I mean, granted, you got to call the obvious ones, but sometimes you just got to let them play ball.
Yeah, doggone, that means that's the people who got their head that they think they're part owners in that team. They're diehard.
If you're ball game, you need to seek help.
Well, if you're betting on dirt bike races, you need to seek help too. Then
I'm only betting 25 to 50 bucks and I'm winning, so I don't need any help. I won. Now, actually, the money I bet this week was Underdog Fantasies money that I won last week.
yeah, I don't bet on games to be honest.
Issues of
You know, they legalized,
If I was betting on games, I would have bet Buggy some money on that Notre Dame game. You know, they
you know,
got
they
their butt.
legalized
No, I
sports
wouldn't.
gambling.
No, I wouldn't have took that bet. You kidding me? There ain't no way I would have bet on that game.
Well, they legalized sports gambling here in Missouri, and boy, they've been pushing the commercials and
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
happened when they done it in Indiana. It whatever, you can do all the betting you want, but you can't go into like their online casino or whatever, which I wouldn't do anyway.
I got a funny feeling they knew it
I
was
should
going to
be
pass
a
because
picture of men because you lot bit that taunt better than I can fish for real fish. Okay.
well, they here in Missouri, the Congress up there knew that they was going to pass it, and evidently some insider trading deal. They do it too because the day after it passed, they started posting commercials.
That'd be like, you know, if J Dog and Bobcat ever had a 1v1, I'd be putting money on Bobcat because he's got better water.
Well, that's never going to happen. That's J Dog's little buddy. They're going to go fishing together. Sports betting should be illegal, and all famous actors and sports people.
She's crazy. Crazy as a loon.
It's like Nancy Pelosi's. All her money should be confiscated for illegal insider trading. She should
Yeah,
be
I'm
put in
like this
jail
here.
for that.
If you betting on this stuff, you're willing to throw your money away. That's up to you. I ain't got to do that. Sandy said,
I'm not using my money now.
"Yeah,
You
Eric."
see what
He
I'm
said,
saying?
"Go."
I'm not even using my money. I took my 50 bucks back. I'm gambling on their money.
He said to tell you, Eric, go pound sand.
Who did?
Who do you think?
Uh-huh. I don't see it in chat, so I don't know what you're talking about, Willis.
Sandy said, J Dog beat someone at fishing. Never seen it happen.
Now, if it was J
Oh,
Dog
she
versus
called J Dog
Jody,
out
yeah,
online live, didn't she?
I'd-
Good job, Sid.
I'd put my money on J Dog over Jody. You know.
Yeah, I fished up against J Dog. He caught more fish than I did because I didn't catch one. I'd go with J Dog because I won't let my friend hang out to dry. If I did lose, I got your back, dog. Ernie.
What's Ernie talking about? He get beat by Kelly Bullock.
Oh, that's a low blow right there, Eric. Oh, man. That's hit below the belt, buddy. No kidney punches.
I'm just trying to stir the turd.
That did it, I think.
What did he say? I missed it.
He said Ernie would get beat by Kelly
They're
Bullock.
just kids betting, not knowing what they're getting into.
Ernie said, that's okay. It was a guy, not Jody. Hey, Jody's in here. She watching. She came in just a minute ago.
You know, the Supercross gambling thing is not that big a deal, dude. I put 50 bucks in it. I've made It's not that big a deal. I'm not even using my money now, so I'm good. And it only lasts till May, and then it's over with. I had to see. I used to have a Supercross Fantasy League. Well, because of licensing laws and stuff like that, they have to pay a licensing fee in each state. Well, I guess Indiana's gambling, they consider fantasy football a gambling thing. So in order to be able to do it in the state of Indiana, they have to pay for a license. And I guess it's some outrageous amount. So they just said, well, we won't let people in Indiana do it no more. So I can't do that anymore. I got to have something to make it interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like something Indiana can't make money off of, so why do it? That's what it sounds like to me.
Well, they make money off of it. If you pay the fee, like, you know, DraftKings and the big people, fantasy people like that pay the money.
Oh yeah, but like you said, if Indiana ain't making the
A
money
couple
off of
guys
it,
started
Vegas is making all the money.
Yep. Yeah. Now the Supercross fantasy thing, don't get me wrong, there's probably 40,000 people that play it, I'd say, at $40 a pop. So it's still pretty good money. And
Talk about that fantasy sports league. Oh man, there's millions of people play that.
it's a podcast show, and they do a thing called, you know, Pop MX Fantasy. It's actually a pretty cool thing, the way it all works and everything. They handicap riders, okay? Like, if, say, you're a mid-pack guy and you average a finish of 11th or 13th to 11th or whatever, okay? So the next week, if you finish 13th this week, say, well, the next
Blah.
going to have a 13 handicap, which means if you finish 13th, you get points for first place. And anything above 10th place pays double points. And you have to pick, what is it? 4 riders in each class, 250 class and 450 class. You have to pick them before the qualifiers, you know, and if you pick the safe ones that are always in there every week and winning and getting, you know, 1st through 5th or whatever, then it's not going to pay as many points as if you pick a long shot and you know, a guy that finishes 20th, say, usually, and he's got an handicap. Well, some week he has a great week and he finishes 10th, that 18 handicap, you're getting double first place points. It was actually it took a while for me to learn how to do it. It was a fun thing once I did. But now mine is, you're in a read-only mode due to championship league status eligibility. Join now. I can't join now because it's not available in my state. I was trying to figure out a way to cheat it, man, and they you know, do it off of your IP address. So I can't lie and say I'm in state A, that where it's, you know, where you can play, because they know by my web address, not web address, whatever, ID thing or whatever, that they know what state I'm in. Idiot, you know what I mean? If I had 10 grand, the last thing I'm going to do is bet it on it. I'm buying me a boat. That's a fact.
Hey, give Eric full screen there, buddy.
Don't you dare.
Wow, we want to see you driving. We want to see the snow.
I missed the taco truck, didn't I? I wasn't paying attention.
I told you not to do it.
You look, it's a portrait of Eric's face.
You know, you just waiting on to show everybody that.
Oh, you can, Finn? I need to look into that. Well, it depends on how much they want, because I don't want to pay a lot of money for nothing. I just watch it instead of that.
Well, here they got the unlock. They got the blah 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 blah. The sports betting deal here now, And the one that they're advertising is the jersey of Mahomes and for Kansas City. And I'm like, you could just put a sports jersey up there. You had to put the dude's name on it too. And they could have put a picture of basketball, football, hockey, baseball, but they put his jersey on it.
It's getting daylight. On what? The advertisement or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's because he's
Tell
popular.
me that company there for sports betting on that one right there must be from out of Kansas City. Hey, morning, Jersey.
Well, you're going to put the thing of the most popular person in. What was that? Oh.
Well, you know, if they used his number and got
Oh,
his name on the jersey, that he's going to get a part, some money out of that.
Well, sure he does. No, actually, the NFL probably will. I don't know if he will or not.
Morning, Jersey. Hey, look at there. Most popular dude on YouTube.
That's him peeking in the bathroom at Eric.
And wonder what the heck is he doing?
Morning, Jersey.
Hey, Sandy. You just want to see somebody run around naked, ain't you?
Yeah, dog, I can see how that would happen.
Money.
Yep, I can see that.
That's how did I get put on probation? Daddy's home 2024. Let Eric hide behind his icon. Why you hide behind your icon, man? We want to see you drive. That's the highlight of everybody's morning. We might get to see Rusty. It would make the end of my Monday pretty nice. Here's gonna be a bug. Hit that thumb. Eric, get up behind your icon.
Yep, I better have a Red Bull before I shoot someone.
Sergey said, I watch Eric drive as I drive around all day.
It's a driving date. You guys have a driving date. Trump administration enforcement blitz. Heck yeah. Sorry, you break the law, you go home. A country without laws is not a country at all. A country without laws is basically an anarchist freedom shithole after about 10 years.
Still 7 hours a day I drive.
Okay, I gotta see the life hacks. It said something. Garden, and then naturally it ain't gonna show it here. Put salt down the drain to unclog the sink overnight.
Oh, God. It was who was that? That was Secret Service that went in, and they claimed that it was ICE agents, and they wouldn't let the ICE agents in. The ICE agents wasn't even there.
Where's that?
The school in Chicago.
Where was it at?
A school in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Somebody made
the hell's the Secret Service doing?
And because they went there because people thought it was a kid, but it was actually one of the faculty members that done it,
Yeah.
and the Secret Service went there to ask questions, and they said they wouldn't let them in or something, blah, blah, blah. And they left, and they turned around and claimed it was ICE agents trying to grab somebody at a school. So they went out there and made a big deal out of it. And
Huh.
the ICE department agency there went on and made a comment, said that we was never there. Yeah, they was investigating an online
That's
threat, and it
interesting.
turned out that they said it was an elementary school, and they said some little kid made that, but in all reality, they was there because they knew that one of the faculty members had done it. They were there to investigate. Yeah, I seen that on the news. I seen that. Eric, get up behind your icon, man.
He is, ain't he? We don't get to watch him drive today.
That
He
gum.
must be self-conscious.
All right, Eric, you can come out behind the icon now. Morning, Eddie. Eric, it sounds like make believe my ear. Well, it is Florida. Giga building.
Yeah, dog, and I didn't see that about the Chicago schools. I'll Google the story somewhere today. That's unbelievable.
I can't believe you didn't see that, man. The Hodge twins put a video out on it. It was on the news. You must have been busy yesterday or something.
I'm not around a lot on the weekends on the internet. You know what I mean? I'll check YouTube and see if there's any lives on. And if they're not, then I'm usually not around much after that. I don't want the Secret Service to be anywhere near my schools. I don't want the federal government in our schools.
It's common. There's so much liberals here that it's common. It's in the news every day. People getting to where they don't pay attention to it anymore. I mean, this guy got to where now it's the common joke. Everybody makes fun of him. 205. Wow, action. That's Eric would say. Good morning. Eric's buggy done made Eric cry.
Morning, 205 Wild Action. How are you today, buddy?
Come on, Eric. Y'all see my hair all messed up? Because it's Monday. Oh. It's Monday. Morning, John. Oh, yeah, Sandy. It's a common.
Hey, what's up, John? How are you, buddy?
Every day is something different. That Trump really needs to bring back the mental institutions. That way they can get them people in there and get them some medication.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, after they've done away with mental institutions, there's only one place. There's two places for them to go into, and the other one's pretty easy. You can either send them to a hospital who's not going to keep them very long, or they end up in jail, and the jails have to deal with them and treat them the best they can. That's the only two options they have right now.
There you go, Gig. 205. Yeah, because I've been watching a lot of videos of cops doing their jobs on videos and stuff like that, and you can tell that a lot of people there they really need to bring him back, and they need to get them on a medicine where they can monitor their medicines, because man, off their rockers, man.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a lot of people who need mental help in America, and like, there just ain't nowhere to. I mean, like I was telling the story I went through with Mitzi's brother, my wife's brother, ex-wife's brother. I like to never. They just gonna take him in there for a day or so and let him out, and I'm like, man, this dude's freaking nuts.
Yep. Well, a lot of them on them cop
Gave his
deals,
shoes away and was talking about how he had all the answers to the world's problems.
yeah, they a lot of cops ask them, come out and just ask them the no nonsense cops. They said, "Are you on medication for anything?" They said, "Yeah, I'm not right," and stuff like that. And then they go off like it there, and they tell them that they give us medicine, but it's not regulated. I don't take it. Well, that's why you're out here doing what you're doing. Take your medication and you'll be normal.
Yep.
I said, Mom is the poster child for bad
Mom's the
mental health.
poster child for bad mental health. Yep.
Yeah, your mom can't help that. That's age and stuff.
Well, not all of them 205. Some of them have, but like I said, my wife's little brother, he at about the age of 30, I would say. No, yeah, late 20s. All of a sudden, he just started acting goofy and crazy and talking off the wall. And he didn't do drugs or nothing. He's a paranoid schizophrenic, and for some reason, that's about the age that it hits them. You know, they may be carrying these traits their whole life, but it actually comes to the surface. And he literally was walking around town telling everybody that he knew the answer to all the world's problems if the president would just listen to him, and he didn't need his shoes because they were coming to get him pretty soon. They were sending the Air Force One to come. I mean, the dude was just gone, man. So I had to go. Someone called us and told him to get in the car and go to the hospital with me, which fortunately I had been nice to him most of his life, and he trusted me, so he got in the car with me. Now, he ain't never been the same since, actually.
What age did
They
he
ended
hit
up keeping him for about a week and had to have they kept him for 72 hours and had a hearing with a judge, and the judge ordered that he would be held until the doctors determined he was capable. And I think it was about a month. The first couple of days, he was so whacked out on whatever they were giving him or whatever. He was just like a zombie. Talking about ganja. But then there's a lot of them that fry their brains on drugs. It's like if you watch any videos on the homeless people in San Francisco and stuff, some of them just want to be that way. They don't want to, and I'm like, okay, if that's what you want to do, you're not going to get any government assistance. Maybe we'll give you a food stamp card so you don't starve, but other than that, you're on your own. And I guarantee you, if they build a new homeless person's shelter place here in town, it's pretty really nice. It's apartments or something.
Hey, Kevin said, I think I was dropped on my head as a kid.
Oh, I know I was. Yeah. How you doing, Kevin? It's good to see you, man. But I mean, and I can remember because we had two big mental health hospitals, one in Indy and one in Richmond, Indiana. They closed the one in Indy and they downsized the one in Richmond to more than 50% less than it had before, staff-wise.
It's like every hospital has a psych ward on one floor,
Mm-hmm.
and they're always full. I mean, completely full, max capacity. And so there's not a whole lot of places that these people can go get help. And most of them, they know they're supposed to take their medication to keep them normal, but they won't take it. They get the medication, then they sell it, and then they go off in the street, start ranting and raving, and or whatever. I
Yep.
once saw my father hold up my stepsister up too high, and her head hit the ceiling fan about 20 times before my dad realized that was happening. Most places I go in,
and that's a tough thing. Is the cop? That's a tough spot to be in when you're a cop and you come up and the guy's having a mental health issue because you want to try to get him in to get help, but sometimes they may come at you shooting and you don't.
When I go into somebody's house, first thing I look for is low hanging ceiling fans.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law used to have one, and I walked there and wasn't paying attention. She had that thing on full blast, and that joker turned around and hit me right there. Wow. And I thought, yeah, a week later, I went and got her one of them ceiling huggers. Put up, this ain't gonna work. And there's Chad.
He's crazy.
A 3-day stay at the psych ward sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chad. Maybe get some nice drugs to just kind of mellow you out for 3 days and say, man, just bring me 2 when it's time to go home.
Yeah, send me home with a doggy bag of it. I'll take it for a few days. Here's a good hack. Use a can opener to open the plastic. You know, like you buy something that's in that thick plastic sealed stuff that you can't hardly cut. You use a hand crank can opener to go around the outside edge of it. That's a pretty cool idea. I'm going to have to try it next time. Go around the edge of what?
Now, sometimes you'll buy something and it'll be in one of them plastic things.
Oh, yeah, that you can't hardly cut with a scissors.
Thick and hard, you can't hardly cut through it with scissors. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and this here said just take a can opener and, go up each side of it or, whatever, and it'll cut through it. That's a good idea. I would never thought of it. I'm going to try it. Because some of them thick plastic things, you can't hardly get them open.
Yeah.
A day to just sit and eat pasta and whatever, try a sami, whatever that is. And your world might right itself. It's very possible. Yeah.
Thanks so, Sandy.
Eat pasta and I don't know what that other one is. Try a masi. Let's Google it.
Tiramisu? I don't know if I said.
I'm so happy Google exists.
Masudi.
No. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Eric.
Okay. Creamy, delicious, and unbelievable easy, made with coffee soaked lady fingers. And I don't know what that is.
Somebody message Eric, tell him, hey, if he's saying something, we can't hear him.
Oh, it's an Italian coffee dessert. Eric, you're muted. He'll realize it before long.
He don't show to be muted.
Do what?
He don't show to be muted.
No, he's not. He may be in the store delivering or something.
Every morning, Mom greets me with the same. I'm just don't know what. I just don't know doing what. Okay, I'm at my house. I guess I had no clue what she's saying. I don't just don't know what I'm doing. Just don't know doing what. Okay, I'm at my house. Well, she's at her house. Ever since it's garbage like that,
Yeah.
and that's sad, man. When you start that
Well,
starts
yeah.
happening.
What time is it? Oh, 15 more minutes, folks, and I got to get.
Where you going?
I got to run up to Marion, the VA, and fill out invitation paper
Well, there's good
so I can
morning,
get.
Dad.
Because I didn't make so much money, I won't have a deductible anymore. You know, John, that's how my my grandma was that lived with us. She was perfectly healthy until about the age of 97, I guess, 98 thereabouts, and then she started getting dementia.
She's physically healthier than me. Why would you have?
Good question.
What do you mean, rattles? Put rattles in the float. What
Well,
kind
they
of
have
rattles?
them other rattles too, the round ones that spin. I know what he's talking about.
Oh, morning, Scotty.
Yeah, it's like
Bishop.
two little balls on each. You know, the little
Rattles
thing,
on
the
the
line
float.
goes through the middle of them.
On the float.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I've always seen people put them below the whatever they're using. I mean, to me, they don't seem like they do any good unless you got some good heavy currents making them whiz.
Hey, fun fishing adventures. How are you? Sorry, I was spacing, didn't see you. Kevin, I guess none of them use any rattles, brother. I'm trying to picture in my mind how people do it. I'm almost sure. Boy,
This rig right here I gave away the other night that I got to mail out. It's got them below it.
so they're in the hooks then.
I don't use that stuff like that. It's on the Mississippi River. If you're fishing from the bank and got that stuff on there, that's just that much more that heavy current's got to grab it and pull the plumb up against the bank. I don't need that. If you have a boat, it'd probably be pretty cool. Throw it straight out with the current. Here on the Mississippi River, and you throw it out
That's why
16
them
ounces.
wing
It's
bikes are
still
so cool.
river, push it down. That's all, Kevin. That's all
Well,
I've
I
ever
would
seen.
think if you had them below the float, then they're going to slide all the way down by the hook, right? And I'm like you, I wouldn't want them that close to the hook.
No, most normally people put beads up through there to keep it.
Yeah, yeah, boy. See, I would have like the hook and then about maybe 3 inches, 4 inches above that would be the float, and then everything behind that. And then, like you said, using the, I got some little rubbery cushions that I put, goes between wherever the knot is and
Yeah, it's like that
the
one
sinker
here that
slider, for instance. I put
we
one
gave
above the
away Saturday
swivel.
night. It's got a beads above it, and it's got the float with spiral deal on it. It's pretty good size. And it's got beads, and it's got that little rattle spins, and it's got beads down
Yeah.
the hook. And I'm not going to use all that stuff. I don't use that. I quit even using the little demon dragon deal, and that current.
Yeah, I think the only thing I see anyone use is catching big fish. Even in the river, like J Dog and them guys, they may use a float, and that's about it.
You think so? No, Eric ain't come back. He said nothing. I think Buggy put him up full screen and made him cry.
I don't know.
I don't know
We'll
either.
get to see his portrait again when we do that.
It's
He's
something else.
Googling. Nope. Sandy fishes, man.
She makes it sound like Sandy's Googling. Yeah, she knows it all. Just ask her. But that's how we rigged up for travel. I caught fish doing both. I just curious. I'm making these fat boy rigs. And I want to rig them the way most people use it. Yeah, he hears this. Look, he's done changed his
Look,
icon.
it's a picture of J Dog looking through the. It's a picture of J Dog looking through the glory hole at Pickle Park.
They said, I don't know. I mean, I have seen the chunky rigs have 2 foot of that crap on there, and it's above and below it. And I'm like, all that weight, there ain't no way that bait's gonna float. Uh, most time I've seen them below it. So I just know here on Mississippi River, if you've got too much on your line, even just one demon dragon, and you throw it out, that current grabs that, man, and it just pulls it right down, and it goes right beside the bank. I don't like that. So I just rather not. I mean, if you're in a boat and you're going with the current, that'd be a different story. Nobody said go and get his eye poked out. But it's like it's right here. Whether that stuff's on there or not, if a fish wants that bait, he's gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
I've had better luck with the styrofoam cigar floats, the big ones.
Yeah. Yep. I like those.
Morning, Scotty.
Who's Scotty? Fun Fish and Adventures? Future Farmers of America. I need to make me a notebook and make a list. Every time each person like gig or whatever and get their first name and put it in it so I know what their actual names are. What that was, I forgot what I was thinking now. Okay. All right, we don't want to see J Dog looking through the glory hole anymore. I'm gonna get me a Red Bull. I'll be back.
Now the dog wants out. Make the coffee, the dog wants out.
Let's see. Float, spooks, and rattles use varies in the season, current techniques, leader length you're using, as well as just personal preference. Yep. Okay, guys, I hate to say this, but I can't stay on all morning today. Got about 1 minute. I'm going to shut her down. I may come back up for my drive going to the VA, but I got to take a shower and everything first. So if I come back up live, I'll just come up live. If you see me, cool. If you don't, I'll see y'all tomorrow. But I got things I got to get done today. This being a grown-up sure sucks, you know? I don't know what happened to Rustic and Eric. They both went situational dark or whatever it's called. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out this morning. I'll be back on tomorrow morning about 5:30, give or take a half hour either way. Now I'm coming back up, John. You'll get a text. But right now I got to go get in the shower because I'm nasty. I'm nasty, at least I can admit it. Anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out with me today, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.